Hey guys, before the video starts, if you do end up being helped by my tips, please make sure to hit that like button and please make sure to subscribe for more tips and tricks over the coming weeks. I'm going to try and do at least one video a week on tips and tricks about how to live a better life. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome back to The Wandering Wind. As a low-income American, I have felt the struggle to be able to afford even the basic things like toiletries and even being able to pay my bills. As one of many in America that suffer the issues of having a fixed income, I can understand why some people would feel discouraged when people tell them to save for the future. Not only does it seem impossible, but it also seems in some respects quite mean-spirited to just tell people to spend less when they're already spending as little as they possibly feel they can. One of the biggest barriers to being able to do that is the rising prices of not just items in stores, but also utilities and essential bills that you may have on your list. But today I want to share some of my advice for how to save money on a very low income. Number one, I want to talk about non-essential items. Now, for a middle-income American family, cutting non-essential items out of your budget is a no-brainer because, to be honest, there's a lot that you're probably getting that you can probably save hundreds, if not a couple thousand on a year. But for a lower income American like myself, knowing what is not essential may prove a bit more difficult. The internet bill, for example, while seemingly a bit much, might be a great way to start finding jobs from home or even just finding an employment that will be able to get you a better income in the future. However, if you do happen to have to cut that, there are always great options like going to your local library and using their internet. However, for that, you can even just call up your internet provider and see if there's a lower tiered option that'll save you about 20, maybe even 30 or 40, possibly even close to $100, depending on how much you're actually paying for your internet bill. Television is another big one that people love to get, and then the companies love to scam you on. Check the prices of stuff like equipment rental and other things, and ask if there is packages that don't require any extra devices, or if you're doing a package where you have 2 rooms, maybe switch down to 1 room and cut your bill in half or something. Unless you're in desperate need of a particular dietary plan, when it comes to gluten-free and dairy-free and whole foods products, I'd say just skip it in your monthly shopping if you can afford it. A lot of these things don't really use a whole lot of money, but when you put them all together, they do add up to quite a bit of savings. Number 2, to add a cushion for Christmas, because who doesn't like to splurge on their kids during the Christmas season? See about paying an extra $5 to maybe a maximum of $15 a month on your bills. That way, when you come to December, you can actually look at your bills and with your landlord discuss what your credit is on those bills, and then just pay the remaining balance, and then you've got yourself a nice little Christmas fund for your little kids or even for your whole family. And that way Christmases seem a bit more special. My mother and I actually do this myself. We manage to afford that every year with this kind of thing, and it's really a great way to just add some extra value into making your money worth more. Number 3, pick a habit of finding loose change. Pick up a habit of that, because vending machines, coin-operated vacuums at the car wash, even washers and dryers at laundromats. A lot of times people won't clean out their pockets, and there may be some change in the bottom of a washer or a dryer. Those can add up over time. There's an estimate that about $100 and change each year is lost by the average American person. So if you can find what they lose, you can add a good chunk of change to your income just from that. Number 4, set a goal. Nothing motivates me more, and I'm sure it would motivate you a lot, than finding something that I really wanted to do and working towards it, whether it's a nicer car, having a house, or even going on a cheaper or even more expensive vacation. Setting a goal can really help you find the willpower and the money mind to be able to get there and do that for even pennies on the dollar. Number 5, don't be afraid to get assistance. There are government programs out there. There are non-governmental programs out there that are funded by private companies and even just private nonprofits that will help you with your bills, with your food, with anything that you need. In fact, if you're paying out of pocket for food right now and you're under a certain amount of money a month, you can get on food stamps and really save a heck of a lot of money just by doing that. And even with your food stamps, they do carry over, so you do have the chance to really work up a good budget for that too. If some of your family members love food, you can even get them food-based Christmas gifts in lieu of money costing presents. And don't be afraid to just, try and save where you can with that, because the biggest issue is that a lot of people are living in areas where the prices for even their rent is so high that there's nothing left. And number 6, don't completely deprive yourself. Make changes slowly. Don't do it all at once, and don't try and stay rigid to it. A nice meal or a trip somewhere once or twice a month isn't going to hurt your budget that much in the long run. Just be mindful that your budget is your budget. What you prioritize and what you save money on is what will work for you. And just because I've given you these tips does not mean that this is an exhaustive list. There are hundreds of ways that you can save money. There are hundreds of ways that you can earn money on little or no effort. In fact, right now, I am actually uploading to DTube and earning money through that. And I'll show you guys how to start the process of getting your very own DTube account and getting your very own stuff started. I hope you guys have had a good time with me here today. I thank you guys, and I will see you guys again in the next video.